Alright, time for part two. And this is, I guess, basically the rock section of it. Lots of cool classic rock here, and got something really special for the end. So I'll start with a couple that I picked up that basically I didn't really like. And I was really hoping I would like this because I love this cover. Barrabus. I believe we're out of Spain, and they're made up of members from basically all over like the Spanish-speaking world, is my understanding. And it's okay, but it's not really something I'd listen to. It's yeah, it's just got a little too poppy, a little too cheesy for my taste. But I do love that cover. I mean, I bought it for that. Next, I haven't even had a chance to listen to this yet, but I heard one song on YouTube, and so I pretty much know I'm not going to like this, but Syncona. It's a Canadian group. It's my understanding that it's basically a bunch of guys who play in Toronto, and they did basically Caribbean-style music. And, you know, I'm sure I'll sit and listen to it sometime, but not really my thing. Next, here's a good one. Cat Stevens, Tea for the Tillerman. So it's got Where Do the Children Play, Hard-Headed Woman, Wild World. It's a little beat up here on the side, but it plays well, so. And yeah, it's definitely a good album. There's lots of classic songs on that one. Next, got some, I believe it's the late 70s, but it's kind of that new wave stuff. Gary Numan, Pleasure Principle. I like this a lot, actually. I like the new wave stuff that has the Kraftwerk kind of sound and feel to it, and this does. It's that minimal electronic feel, and I just find this a really good album, and it's got cars on it, so I think that's a song most people would be familiar with. So it's pretty decent. I like it. This is a cool one too. This is in really great shape, so I can't believe I got it for the price, but Elvis Costello Trust. Got it for $2. And I know Justine, she likes Elvis Costello, so my other Elvis Costello album, she likes that one, so I'm sure she'll enjoy this. There's some good songs on here. It's not my favorite, but he's not bad, and if I can get an Elvis Costello record for a good price and some good condition, I'll definitely pick it up. And yeah, I wasn't disappointed. There is some really good tunes on that. Next, got a Wings album, Venus Mars. Yeah. I haven't listened to all of this yet. But yeah, what I've listened to so far is pretty decent, so. I mean, Paul McCartney, I mean, I find normally if you have one of the Beatles involved, chances are it's going to be pretty good for the most part. And I wasn't disappointed with side one of that, so I'll have to throw on side two and listen to the rest of it. Next, got a couple of Foghats here. Foghat, Rock and Roll Outlaw. Or Outlaws, I should say. And if you want some good 70s hard rock, Foghat, I mean, they do it well. So I really enjoyed that one. And now we'll get into some, actually the next bunch are live albums. So we got Foghat Live, the good live version of Slow Ride on there. I know most people, that's the only Foghat tune they'd actually know by name. And we insert here. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. Like I said, good, solid 70s hard rock. Next. This is really good. Some nice proggy stuff. Focus live at the Rainbow. So you get some good solid prog, a little bit of flute, a little bit of yodeling, and really solid performance. Really good record. It's my first Focus album that I've managed to find for a good price, so I was pretty happy with that. Another live one, Genesis Live. I didn't have this one yet. Peter Gabriel era. It's really interesting listening to the early Genesis being pulled off live. And pulled off very well. Really good album. And actually, most of this hard rock stuff, or at least a good portion of it, the last 4 records I showed were all, I think they all came from the same person's collection. Because I went into Value Village and there was just a huge amount of cool classic rock. Well, here's another one. I had this one. It's another live one. But this copy was in better shape than mine. Like the records on mine were good, but the packaging was a little beat up. This one's in better condition. It's still got a little bit of the ring wear, but the inside's really good. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. It's welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends, ladies and gentlemen. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yeah. Put this up here. Hopefully you can see it. On my other copy, some of the letters are a little mangled, so yeah, really, really good album. And here's another live one. This I picked up at a flea market, so actually the next 2. It's Badger, One Live Badger. Seen this cover around, the Roger Dean artwork, and I hadn't picked it up, but I'm glad I did pick it up this time because it was a good price. Really good album. Only problem with this one is there's a little skip right at the end of Wind of Change. Like, I'm talking at the very end, like right when they're finishing the song. It does a little skip, but I can live with that. And it wasn't expensive, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. Other than that, plays fantastic. So, and this is really cool. Actually, this is the eternal headbanger in me. Just loves this. Roadrunner Records, 8 heavy metal bands, and it's a 100% pure metal sampler. Some really good stuff on here. A little bit of cheese, but I bought this for Merciful Fate, and they have The Oath is on this from Don't Break the Oath. That's killer. It's killer. And then what else do we have on here that's good? Spartan Warrior, Assassin. That's good tune. What else we got? Battle Axe. Battle Axe okay. Dark Heart, pretty decent. I was disappointed. They have a Sam Hain Vibrations of Doom. They have just the keyboard intro to Vibration, and unfortunately that's all they put. And I was a little disappointed by that because I know the song that comes after Vibration on the album, I was hoping it would be the intro plus that song, and it was only that intro, so that was a little disappointing, but still pretty good. Another band on here, Blackout. So, and then there's Mad Max, which I found kind of cheesy, and Jaguar, which I don't even know if I would consider it metal. But whether you like this stuff or not, great guitar solos on every single song. So, even if you're kind of like, you get to the guitar solo and the horns automatically go up because these boys can play. So I thought that was really cool, and for an old headbanger like me, that's just great. So now here's the gem. This is so awesome. This is so cool. Justine flipped when she saw this. 20 Years of Jethro Tull box set. Pretty much, a little beat up here just on the corners, but nothing. And I mean, These records are in mint condition. I'm talking mint, mint, mint. Like, this is beautiful. So yeah, cover. And we have the booklet. Not a crease, nothing on it. Fantastic. And it's a 5-album set. And all 5 are in here. Yeah, really just amazing stuff. What's great about this is there's a bunch of stuff on here that this is the only time some of this stuff was ever put on vinyl. So for someone who collects Jethro Tull like I do, this was a really great find. Because let's see here, we've got radio archives, so stuff that was done for radio. So I mean most that's never been put on vinyl, at least before this. Maybe some of these later reissues possibly had stuff, but when this stuff came out, this was the first time it had been released. There's some rare tracks, so it's stuff that was released but just barely. Like some of this stuff was only released on like 7-inch singles and stuff, which is really cool. Got some flawed gems, so some tracks that really weren't really released, or they're kind of like versions of stuff. The other side of Tull, I haven't listened to this one yet. Seems to be some of the mellower side of Tull. And then we've got the Essential Tull as record 5, which is like a best of. So I have all those songs, but still, just yeah, so happy to get this. And you know, I paid $30 for it, but it's well worth it because I started looking online, and cheapest one I could find was like $60, and it just climbed from there. So really, really happy to get this. So that's all the new stuff. And hopefully by next month I'll have enough to make another video. So, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.